thought this morning is the journey to true freedom. The journey to true freedom. Moses, 120 years old man.
All right.
On the brink of the promised land. He had led Israel out of Egypt. Now here they are, the banks of, he led them out of Egypt and they made their trek. Now they're out there in the wilderness, Sinai Peninsula. They were filled with new challenges now. They'd already come through the great challenge of the Red Sea.
All right.
Out there in that desert, they faced new challenges and they had new foes, if you will.
All right.
And yet God was leading Moses to lead the people from a low time in Egypt to a high time in the desert.
All right.
Praise God, got a sense of humor
Tell the story.
Once they were there, they had to meander for some 38 odd years because of their disobedience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Journey from Beth Peor took them by way. Moab took them by way of a distance that they had not contemplated.
All right.
Yet the Lord would remind them, even by way of Jordan, that He was still in charge.
Yeah.
Regardless of how rough the journey. When God is in charge of the compass,
Come on.
He knows just how to get you where you need to be. I don't know about you this morning. I can't always agree with how God leads.
Come on.
Yeah.
But I got to still agree that He is God. Don't always understand His strategies or His tactics.
Yeah.
But I've come to the point in my life to where I'm just fool enough to trust Him.
Come on.
I've discovered He won't leave me astray.
Amen.
I'm looking and you looking at me this morning and you know full well.
Come on. Come on.
If it had not been for the Lord
Come on.
who was leading you,
That's right.
guiding you, instructing you, proving Himself over and over and over again.
That's right.
I am the Lord,
That's it. Yeah.
and I change not.
Amen.
You're mine. I bought you. I redeemed you. I laid it all on the line for you. Now you owe me. I don't owe you anything.
Amen.
But you owe me everything. And without my resources, you'll never even begin to start to repay me for what I have done for you and for what I have yet to do for you. Because you're mine, I still have a vested interest in you. In other words, I didn't bring you this far
Come on.
to leave you. I don't don't know about you, brothers and sisters, but that encourages my soul to know that I'm not out here by myself.
All right.
That I'm not on this journey alone. In fact, God has so constructed a journey, a road for me to be in a land and a place with purpose that has signposts that this is true freedom. The problem with us today is we don't want God's definition of freedom.
All right. Come on.
The problem with a lot of folk today is that we'd rather be incarcerated in our own mindset.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, we'd rather be locked up in some traditional devilish mindset that keeps you entrapped from receiving the best that God has to offer. I tell you this morning, brothers and sisters, God doesn't have second best for us.
All right.
But He offers us the best that He has. Huh? Oh yeah. I said He offers us the best that He has. You have to get to a point in your life to where you say, Lord, I want your best. The devil has sold me a false bill of goods. And I'm rejecting that this morning. In fact, I don't want his goods anymore. I want what God has for me. Somebody wrote a song, what God has for me, it is for me.
That's it.
You can rest in that this morning. Ain't nobody really take anything from you that God has provided.
All right, all right.
Huh? Yeah, because what God provides, sustenance. He sustains what He offers. He keeps you and I. Yeah. Amen. Not only just trekking with our head above water, He keeps us tracking so we can walk on the water.
Amen. Tell it.
Huh? Oh yeah. Yeah. If you keep your eyes on Him, you can walk on the water.
Amen.
You know, that's a metaphor. He's not talking about if you can't swim. He's not suggesting that you go out to Lake Riverside somewhere or White Rock. Amen. Come on, somebody. He's not suggesting that you go out there and start trying to skip across the surface of that water, because if you can't swim, my brother and my sister, you're going to have some problems. Amen. He's talking about the circumstances of life. Water's all through the Bible. It's all through that. Then you get to the end of the Bible, the word John says, and there was no more sea. It's a reminder of us that water has its purpose, and then water was used as a divisive element that the Lord, used throughout His whole plan of salvation. Amen. What we have before us this morning, brothers and sisters, is God's, this is God's ordained journey. And I come to tell you, it doesn't matter what's on the sidelines. It doesn't matter who's on the sideline. It doesn't matter what's on the periphery. God will get you where He wants you to be. It's not always a smooth road, but I've come to figure out that just because the road is not smooth don't mean God is not leading me on that road. Y'all praying with me. Oftentimes we look for a smooth road and evident that God is with me. Not so. In fact, the first 5 books of the Bible tells you that it was a rocky road. Yeah. Amen. From Eden all the way to Egypt, it was a rocky road. But I've come to let you know that God, is a great balancer. He can smooth out those potholes and those rocks, those dips, those things that tend to throw us out of line, with where God is leading us. Like a lot of folks this morning, you out of line. You out of alignment, like a car that needs an alignment. You all over the place. Amen. You can't stay on one road long enough. It's hard to sit through this service right now. Eyes are heavy, you're looking all sleepy and droopy. You don't even know if you're going to make it through the sermon. Pastor, come on with it, man. But I was up late last night. We need to come on. What is a reminder? See, it's all over the place. We got people that move and they church hop. They go somewhere looking for something. Don't know what they're looking for. But they know it ain't here now. Because they say it's bored. Amen. They bored. Amen. Amen. They bored. Amen. They bored. They bored with y'all. They ain't bored. They ain't bored with me. They bored with y'all. He's reminding us is that, amen, and boredom is the pimping to a lot of people today. Because you got to have something. Amen. And why, amen, I grew up with 3 channels on the TV.
All right,
Help me somebody. Now they got more than I can count. Why? Because we need something. Just got to have it, you know.
That's right.
Y'all with me here? Some of y'all can't stay in the house if you ain't got a TV on or a radio or something on. You got to have some kind of noise in the background, some kind of something. Amen. You know ain't nobody there, but you need something to soothe your psychosis or your anxiety or something. And so you turn on something, amen, just to hear something else in the house. You can't handle too much solitude and serenity and solemnity. You can't handle it. You got to have noise. The noise has its place, amen. But it ought to be a purpose behind the noise, amen, that you have. Y'all with me here? Israel made noise, yeah. God knew they were making noise. And by way of his journey, God said, I'm going to lead you, amen, I'm going to lead you to true freedom. I want you to understand what true freedom is all about. Are y'all still walking with me here? So when you move into the context, that's what was taking place. They were on a journey led by Moses, amen, humanly speaking, and yet God was the orchestrator.
All right.
Are y'all with me here? Yeah. God is leading them. And when God leads you, brothers and sisters, you'll end up just where he wants you to be. Are y'all with me here? Listen, I don't know where you are this morning in your spiritual journey, or in your financial journey, or in your relationship journey. Amen. But if you allow God to be the ultimate orchestrator, amen, he will get you to a place of prosperity and success. To where you'll enjoy the goodness of your relationship with him. Make no mistake about it. I come to share with you, when you understand that, you'll know that God has, amen, a method to the madness.
All right, come on.
I said God has a method to the madness. Everything that he does, he does it with an attachment to time and eternity. The reason why you're here this morning, not just because it's Sunday, amen, but because you have reprioritized. Amen. You've asked the Lord to reprioritize my life to where now Sunday is not an option. Come on, somebody. And there was a time when that was not on your portfolio. Are y'all with me here? Yeah. There was a time you knew Saturday evening that you wasn't going to nobody's church. I'm talking about before the movie. I'm talking about before the club. I'm talking about before the party. Yeah. You knew then. No, I ain't going. I ain't going. No, you going? Go ahead. I ain't going. I'll catch you next Sunday. Next Sunday roll around, you going this Sunday? No, I ain't going. Before you know it, you done missed a whole month of Sunday. Oh, all right, I'll catch you up next month. Next month roll around, you start the same old cycle over again. I know I'm talking to somebody in here. What I want to share with you this morning, when you focus in on God's orchestration, when you recognize that he is in charge, amen, he'll get you where he wants you to be. Are y'all with me here? So when I started